my 2 cents in?
No, I don't mind.
Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come here tonight? Rain.
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, with your host, Uncle Freezie, coming to you live on September 21st, a Wednesday, hump day. Vibrant ones, how y'all doing this morning? How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm all right, boss.
Man.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Hey, man. Geez.
Vibrant ones, y'all are in the house. Y'all seen the thumbnail for the day. Y'all know what's going down. I hope you got your gold teeth in or gold tooth in, your 4-finger ring, your rope, chain.
Your brick cell phone. A cell phone about big as your arm. I hope y'all got that ready. I hope y'all got y'all Jeep ready with the top off.
Your Suzuki Samurai sidekicks, trackers. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So before we get into that, Chuck, let me ask you this.
Y'all see how it goes down today? Strawberry, blueberry.
Them. Blackberry molasses.
Things will never change. Yo, I love that song, man. Robbie V, you put out a dope one right there. Underappreciated, but that verses made you. I love you, but shout out to everybody in the chat this morning. Dandy Landis is in the building. Soulfinger 12 is in the building. DSJ, the original DSJ, is in the building. Mr. Vince is in the building. Shout out to Miss Geraldine in the building this morning. Thank you, man, for coming through. King Poppy, our guy. What it do?
Them.
Yeah, man.
Then Mr. Vince is in the building. Danny Landis, Soul Banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Chuck, in case y'all didn't notice, man, I put a hat on this morning. Is it me? Is it a little nippy in here?
It's a little nippy. It's a little nippy.
Yeah, man. It's a little, man. You know, hey, you know what? We got a segment called
Here in the tri-state area, we're at a calm 68 degrees with the winds moving at a northwest at 5 miles per hour. Hopefully, the tri-state area will reach its high of 80 degrees.
80 degrees. Hey, so it's 74 degrees here, Chuck.
Wow. It sounds like y'all about to have a
heat wave. Yeah, man. It sounds like we about to have a heat wave, bro. Heat wave. Sound like we about to have a heat wave, man.
it definitely does, man. Especially what was yesterday, 60 something, 61 degrees or 60 degrees. I was like,
yeah, man, it's 75 with the forecast saying it's going to get up to 91 degrees at 4 o'clock.
Ooh.
Boom, there it is. Thought you knew. Boom, there it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's what it's looking like right now, man. I think I'm gonna just hang out here at the crib. Hey, Chuck, yo, hey, everybody. So listen, so Chuck and I were talking about how we can improve the content, right? Like how we can bring more of a interesting conversation to the table consistently. Because y'all don't want to hear about Uncle Freezie being the Green Street grocery champ 2 times in a row back to back. You know what I'm saying? I won this thing, Chuck. This is going to make you laugh, right? I won this thing called a gift card, right? And it was so new, right? I was like, a gift card? He's like, yo, whoever wins the tournament gets $250 in cash, a meal from Miss Keisha and them right around the corner. Like you get to eat what you want, right? And a gift card for $50.
Wow.
A gift card, bro. Now listen, everybody out there, don't get it twisted. Don't jump out the window over a gift card now, $50, because when it was offered back then, it looked like a real credit card, right? It didn't have nothing on it, right? And Mr. Green at the time, who was probably about 100 years old at the time, I think he's still living too. This was like 1989, 1988, something like that. He was like, my daughter said this gonna be the new thing, gift cards, right? And I was like, what? Man, you better lock that thing up before somebody somebody gonna steal it and run up your bills. He was like, no, they can't run up your bills with a gift card. He called everybody son. Hey son, they can't run it. They can't. That's what she told me. And so Chuck, I won a gift card. I was so nervous. I told them to keep it in the store and just ring me up with it when I show up.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. This is so long. This is so long ago, bro. This is so long ago. Oh my God. I feel like a jerk right now, bro. A gift card. A card when I could come in and buy a soda and a bag of chips, and they'll swipe that little card, and I could get that stuff for free. They kept it in the store, I think I might have only used like $11 off it. It might still be in the store.
God, dog.
Bro, you know what prices was like in 1989?
Yes.
I could go in there and get a beer for $1. I mean, come on. I got the $250 in cash. You know what I'm saying? I could get my car fixed. You know what I'm saying? Because one of my cousins was driving me around because my car. I needed a water pump. I needed a water pump for my car, so I did earn the money to get the water pump put on my car. But I mean, anyway. Since we nostalgic, don't nobody want to hear them stories right there. But I bet you, I know what y'all do want to. I bet I do know what y'all want to watch. Y'all want to talk about, chat. Chuck, I'm gonna just go ahead and show them.
Let's go ahead and get it.
I bet you this is y'all want to see this though.
On the mean streets of New York City lies a new breed of gangster.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Times like these, people want to get high. Real high and real fast.
And America has a new public enemy.
I need some New Jack cops to take down a New Jack gangster.
Breakaway performances by Ice-T, Chris Rock, and Wesley Snipes.
This is big business. This is the American way. For the New Jack City.
New Jack City, Wednesday at 11 p.m. KSA on Cinema City.
Oh my God. Chuck, what the hell did we just watch, bro? I
Uh,
need some New Jack Cops for some New Jack Hustlers.
one of the most cringiest lines in cinema history, hands
Oh
down.
my God.
One of it's got to be in the top 5.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, for one, let's start by saying, you know, I let me start by saying Wesley Snipes deserves an Oscar for the way he portrayed Nino Brown, right? And here's the reason why I say that.
Okay.
Because I heard Christopher Williams say out of his own mouth that even though these dudes grew up in the same vicinity, Wesley Snipes was a choir boy, right? And Kareem Akbar, Christopher Williams, was the dude that ran the streets. And so you could see Wesley try to be the thug boy, hood boy, you know what I'm saying? In the thing, but it wasn't him.
Right.
Wesley Snipes, don't go by the way he looked now, because you can't judge a book by its cover. Wesley Snipes, at that time, was the librarian. Basically, people were saying Albie Shore was tougher than Wesley Snipes. Right? Right? Travel Vibes was good. You know what I'm saying? And no knock on, I'm not saying that he wasn't a tough guy. I'm not saying that he wasn't tough. He just wasn't street.
Right.
And there's a difference. Wesley Snipes wasn't a thug. Now, with that said, Christopher Williams, yes, the R&B crooner, the light-skinned dude in the thing, in the joint, right? He was that street guy, right? He was that street guy. Dudes running the streets, doing little stuff in the street, little petty stuff, hustling, all that. Not a gangster, because everybody in the street ain't a gangster, right?
That's true.
But to see a street dude play a crispy clean, to see a street dude play a crispy clean pretty boy, and then a pretty boy play a rough and tumble gangster, to me, is a work of art, even though the movie was absolutely trash.
Oh, this movie was buttons. and I can feel the skin tightening and the teeth grinding of our vibrant ones right now. Like, what are they saying? Yo, that movie garbage.
Yeah.
From a cinematic standpoint, the script, like a lot of the stuff, it was just. I love Mario Van Peebles. He's put together a lot of films, but I am
like Posse.
Yeah, even Posse. I'm like, yo, you wrote this? Why is this dialogue like this, man? Don't nobody talk like this.
Yes, man. Motisa, don't mind him. He from the Motisa tribe. Motisa, remember that from Posse?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I was like, what the? Oh man. Okay, so you're Indian, sir? You're a black Indian? All right. Okay.
The dude said, don't mind him. He from the Motisa tribe. Motisa? Oh my God, man. Anyway, we're not breaking down Posse. We breaking down.
No, we're not breaking down that.
We're talking about New Jack City. So how did y'all like that the overall? So Chuck, based on what you saw, who was the best? who do you think was the best actor in this movie? I don't even want to get to the movie itself yet. because the shootout at the wedding and all that stuff. You like. So the whole drug dealers on the basketball court. You watch these dudes hoop a little bit. You could tell they are actors playing drug dealers, trying to be basketball players. These dudes don't have no. Alan Payne. Yeah. Who do you think was the best actor in this joint?
Ironically enough, I want to say Alan Payne's chest hit. That really stood out.
I was gonna say his perm, but either way, I'm sure both of them are still there.
Right.
I think, yeah.
I'm gonna give the nod to Chris Rock.
Oh my God! I thought he was the most egregious. Keep calling me, man. Come on, bro. Come on, Pookie.
Yeah, I mean,
but your opinion is your opinion. I'm laughing at everybody. I think all the acting was just, to me, it's like picking the worst from the worst.
it is, man, because it was all bad. It was bad. Okay.
Oh, bad.
When the movie first came out, again, I was a kid and I thought it was one of the greatest things ever. Right. But then fast forward about 10 years, I watched it again and I'm like, what
is this?
Why was this in the movie theater? This is a Saturday late night B movie at best.
At best.
like it was horrible. And I was like, I could have expected this if this was a Caucasian production, because back then they couldn't get movies like ours right because it was too many white writers in the room, white directors, with their idea of what blackness was and how black people talk, like in the 70s, blaxploitation type deals where they would be over the top. You jive, turkey sucker. And I'm like, okay. I very rarely met anyone that talked
Ever.
like that, but
Ever.
Whatever.
I think Bill Nunn did his thing.
Oh, Dunnerman? Yeah.
Dunnerman,
Yeah. Absolutely. Because we had just seen him in Do the Right Thing. Right. And it was a completely different character. Another stoic guy that ain't nobody really want to mess with. Right. But the man.
Spit that thing out there, man. You remember? Man, spit that thing out there, man. Hey, but I mean, yeah.
Right.
We had just saw a bunch of movies come out around that time. In 91, there are 90, 91, 92. There were, for instance, I think Juice was over the top. I think there was a lot of overacting in that movie, Juice, right?
AKA Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was a lot of overacting. We love Pac. This ain't Pac slander, but this is just being real. Like, bro, you don't have to take it to 10 every scene where you have to speak.
Yeah. And so the thing about that movie is there was a lot of overacting in Juice, and there was a lot of underacting in New Jack City, if that makes sense.
Yes.
A lot of, because Christopher Williams' part, you like, why is he even in the movie?
Because lead soundtrack, lead song, soundtrack.
You remember Nino's girlfriend that couldn't get him a son? Why was she in him? Why was that important? Rottweilers?
Because Rottweilers were big then. Pit bulls ain't hit the scene yet.
Yeah.
They ain't hit the drug dealer scene yet. So it was all about Rottweilers.
Yeah, you remember how many aquarium scenes were there? Nino by the aquarium.
Oh God! Oh man! But
there was a scene where it was Nino, the girl that didn't have really much to do, the Rottweilers, the fish, and Ellen Payne. You're like, why is the fish tank important?
right.
CMB, we all we got.
It too much. Movies. I don't think they took into account like, yo, a lot of this stuff just wouldn't happen. It won't like, yo, you can't get the superintendent of the building. First of all, he's the superintendent of the building. He's not the owner of the building, but the superintendent, right? And you got him butt naked outside with a gun to his head, saying you're taking over the building in front of all these people in broad daylight, and no one caught. Yo, in the 80s, people called the cops, man.
Yes,
they called the cops,
right?
And no one did anything, and just like that, boom, they take over. I
forgot the name. I forgot what they renamed it. They renamed it the oh man,
the Carter.
Was it the Carter? I think that sounds right.
Right. For those who don't know, this movie was based on the Chambers brothers, not the band, but the gang out of Detroit. There were four brothers who this movie was based on. Then what were their names? These are definitely guys that were born real early, because it's Larry, Billy Joe, Otis.
Of course, it's Otis from Detroit, bro. I got a cousin named Otis, born in Detroit. Everybody, it's like Raheem in New York, bro. How many Raheems you know in New York?
Oh man. And Willie Chambers.
I bet you they was from Mississippi too, and they moved to Detroit.
Where were they originally from?
I bet with names like that, they wasn't born in Detroit. They probably moved to Detroit. And that's the same thing for a lot of gangsters. They be born down south. They moved to the city. Back then, you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Okay. So I haven't been able to find that information.
We can find that. If it's important, we'll come back to it. But if it's not,
right,
we ain't worried about it.
Because a lot of people have different. They attribute a bunch of different crews to who this movie was made based on. Because you got people from New Orleans that believe it was about baby's brother, because they had a group, well, not a group, they were a street crew called the Hot Boys, and some say it was about them, but these guys predate any of the other crews that they try to say this movie was based on. So
okay.
pretty much everything. Pretty much everything that that was in the movie, as far as them taking over an apartment complex, they did in between the years of 1982 and 1988. Uh, they supplied half the city users with drugs at their peak.
Half the city of Detroit.
Yes, at their
Half,
peak.
half the city of Detroit.
Yes,
That's amazing in itself, though. Half the city of Detroit, Michigan.
yes.
That's crazy.
They said at their peak they were making $3 million a day.
So they were making $1 billion a year at their peak,
Yes,
and they got caught.
yes, and they all were sentenced to lengthy prison terms. They were all convicted and sentenced in '89. Larry Chambers was sentenced to life in prison and a $250,000 fine. Billy Joe Chambers was sentenced to 45 years and a $500,000 fine. Otis Chambers was sentenced to 27 years and a $350,000 fine. And Willie Chambers was sentenced to 21 years and a $350,000 fine.
How you gonna pay that when the government sees all your money?
All of it.
So, yeah, I don't. Yeah, how are they gonna pay that and the government sees everything, everything associated with you?
They'll probably, if those who don't have life sentences, when they get out, they'll probably have to do community service to pay that restitution.
Yeah,
I assume.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
So overall, what was your overall impression of the movie? Because I feel like the vibe is to just overall, what was your initial impression like when you first heard, when you saw the theatrical trailer, when you heard the New Jack City musical soundtrack, when you saw the movie, when you got around your peoples? What was your overall impression after all of that?
Um, as a kid, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. First of all, it's a rated R movie, and I get a chance to see it, so that's a plus. Um, I thought it was cool when I first saw it. I know it was a lot of hype. All my cousins wanted to see it. Anyone that I knew on the block, they wanted to see it. Um, and of course we did, and that's all anyone talked about was, yo, you seeing New Jack City? And after that, it was like a rash of dudes trying to take over projects, man. I'm serious. If you from Brooklyn, Queens,
Right.
Manhattan, the Bronx, Staten Island, there was a crew, and everyone can name a different crew that try to take over projects. Whether it was, Fort Greene, Marcy, uh, Lafayette Gardens, 40s, Baisley, uh, Lefrak or Lefrak.
Left flag.
like that was a thing. It was inspiration for the criminal element. But for me, it was good entertainment.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So this is me being cornball, right? I'm not really a big fan of the gangster movies sending messages to to people and all that stuff. Man, I ain't a big fan of that. Not a big fan of Scarface. Not a big fan of New Jack City. Not a big fan of King of New York. Not a big fan of. I watch him. Like for instance, I there are all movies that I do like. One of my joints. I can't figure it out in my head why I like it so much. But one of my favorite joints to watch is a movie called Casino. Right? And I think it's more about the acting and not the storyline itself. You know what I'm saying? When you got De Niro in a joint, I'm just a De Niro fan. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is that the New Jack City soundtrack though. Let me tell y'all what was playing on the radio, and when this joint came out, 2 songs. When the joint came out, 2 songs, right? When the joint was coming out, right? A joint called Ice Ice Baby. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all remember Ice Ice Baby? Y'all remember Ice Ice Baby? Y'all remember Ice Ice Baby, right? And y'all also remember, I don't know if Informer was out before or after, right? But I have a feeling this joint called Informer by Snow was out. Informer, some whatever, right? But the biggest song in the universe was a song that's on this soundtrack, a song called "I Want to Sex You Up." I wanna, Y'all remember "Color Me Bad"? You was like, yo, this joint right here is fire. This joint is fire, bro. Right? And so I'm trying to figure out. Hey, Chuck, your microphone muted, bro. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just going to say, Informer came out 2 years later.
2 years later. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. But the 2 songs that was out, it was like a song called Ice Ice Baby, which took over the radio, just grabbed the radio and ran with it. And then I Want to Sex You Up came out also. And you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Right? And then you get the hint that New Jack City is coming out. And then you got the light-skinned dude saying, "If I'm dreaming, don't wake me."
Yeah, man. I still love that song.
About you. Let's make this dream of love come true. Yeah, man. Some Christopher Wing. When I saw that, and at the time, I think I was thinking this dude trying to steal my look. You know what I'm saying? Like, big,
the tall, light-skinned look.
Light-skinned dude with good hair. And the only part that I was missing was the good hair part. I had a lot of hair, it just wasn't good. I had a lot of hair, but it just wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah. So when I heard the joint on the radio, I'm like, yo, that's the dude from I Talk to Myself, which was a Bobby Brown ripoff. Remember? I talk to myself and I want to talk to people. Why? I was like, yo, that joint was whack.
Baboon.
Yeah, I talk to myself. It sounded just like My Prerogative. It's I'm like, this dude is trash. I talk to myself, cut it in the one. I'm like, yo, they should have just gave that song to that dude, Jeff Redd. Jeff Redd needed an up tempo. They should just gave it. You remember Jeff Redd? Jeff Redd was that dude, man, for a minute. They should have gave that song to that group today. Do you really want him? Do you really want me? Do you really want him? You do this, you dream. We were a couple, and then there was three. They should have just gave that song to today. And I know that yeah, you remember, hey, you remember that Soul Finger? Soul Finger's like somebody's watching me. Yo, what kind of pull do you have when you got Michael Jackson just singing background vocals for you? I always feel like somebody's watching me.
I want my privacy.
And I have no privacy.
Yep.
Oh, Rockwell was
Till
great.
this day, it should have just been Michael Jackson's song, because no one says, "Yo, you like that? Yo, you gonna play that Rockwell?"
No.
Play that Michael Jackson. Somebody's always watching. Somebody watching me.
Right.
Like, he was so terrible. Like, I was like, yo, out of Mike absolutely did a favor, because the way I was like, why was he talking like that?
Right.
Like, what? This is
like
terrible.
He from London and Vincent Price at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what are they trying to recreate, the Thriller? Which by the way is still one of my favorite
Iconic.
openings. Yes.
Iconic, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, and the thing that disturbed me with the Rockwell thing is that's Berry Gordy's son, right? The Berry Gordy sons are quadrillionaires off of music. Him and the other one from LMFAO, whatever that is.
Oh yeah.
These dudes make a bunch of money in the music industry. I think one of them might be making more money than Berry Gordy. As crazy as that sound. He said he was definitely nuts. He was definitely nuts. But remember, this is the era of gimmick songs.
Oh yeah.
Like if you remember Orange Juice Jones, I saw you walking in the rain.
Yeah.
And Orange Juice Jones, Why? First of all, why do you name your son Orange? It's like Aaron. I understand why his nickname is Juice, though. And the thing is, the dude could sing a little bit from like the song, like the dude bought the album. I'm like, yo, why you? Why did you go pick Orange Juice Jones over Cameo? He's like, yo, I was at the joint, man. I didn't know whether to decide to get Cameo or Orange Juice Jones. And you spent your money on Orange Juice. You spent your money on Orange Juice Jones instead of Cameo. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It made sense at the time.
Oh. To him, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hits Music is in the building.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. What's good, bro? What's good? Bro, you spent your money on Orange Juice Jones instead of buying Cameo. And at the time, and I may be wrong, but I think a song called Word Up was out. Right?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
If that was out at the time.
Yes.
There's no
Word
way
up.
I'm picking that record over Cameo.
Word up. Up. Yeah, man. And Sophie was like, without me, you like cornflake without the milk. Bruh, come on, bro. Come on. Yes, I saw you and him Walking in the Rain.
What was you doing? What was you doing to see? Were you following her?
Yes, he said that in the song. he said that in the song. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Vince, I'm exactly what I'm not begrudging. I'm not knocking Orange Juice Jones, right? Because people say the album was aight if you gave it a chance. It was aight, but why would I pick that when I can buy Party All the Time?
Y'all like that record? I know it got flack when it came out. I remember it getting flack. Everyone's like, now he's trying to sing. He's doing too much. This record is awful. And I was like,
but it was produced by Rick James,
and that's why it was so funky. And it felt
that's
so
why
good.
it was dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's produced by Rick James. You know, Rick James is a hit maker.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But
yeah. So you just to get back to the main point, the New Jack City soundtrack was doper than what people expected. I will even go out on a limb and say Ice-T's Joint, New Jack Hustler, I'm Dreaming, guys, New Jack City, which was okay. It was good. It wasn't a best joint, but the joint that set it off, there you go, telling me no again, Keith Sweat.
there you go, telling me no again. There you go,
Bro, I'm saying.
Let me tell you something, man. Shout out to Keith Sweat and his arrangements. Talk about put a mood in a spot. You going some, you gonna get something. You get something. That song, I've got stuff. nothing I had to go to clinic for, but I got stuff.
Bro.
That song is man.
Yo, I was young and in the head at the time when Keith Sweat was in his prime. Like Keith Sweat was mad mature for me. You know what I'm saying? I was more of an Al B. Shore fan. Cause man, when Keith Sweat was out, I was like 18. I thought, you know how when you're 18 you think you grown? Like you I tell Chuck all the time, like my grandfather, I can barely remember him. But I remember arguing with him some. He like, Uncle Freezie, didn't I tell you to put that bushel of something? And I was like, and I would say something like, God dog it, granddaddy, didn't I tell you I was doing it? And it would tickle him. He like, that boy been here before. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be talking to him, I'll be like 8 years old, 7 years old, like talking at him like legit, like with passion. Damn it, granddaddy. And people are seeing it like, that little something about him. Don't beat him. Don't beat, just don't, no. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I say that to say the older I got, the more I stayed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically what I'm getting at is Keith Sweat had lyrics like, you may be young, but you're ready. You may be young, but you're ready. And I'm like, ready to yeah, I'm like, yeah, to me that was creepy. I'm like, ew. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
you're not a little girl. You're a woman. Yeah, that was whoa.
Creepy,
whoa.
Bro. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Mr. Vince, I'm with you. I'm like, I was in this thing, like with I was more, even though I like Keith Sweat, I loved all Keith Sweat, the dance joints, like I wanna Girl, hey, and so with it, and I got the camera set up. I wish I could just step back here and dance. Ain't nothing. But the thing about it is if I play I Want It and dance to it, YouTube will give me a strike.
Yo, that's crazy.
Right? I can't even dance on the internet without YouTube trying to give me a strike, bro. Subliminal 209 is in the building.
Salute our dude. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, them songs, they was just too mature for me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go outside in the rain. I want to go outside in the rain. It may sound crazy, and they said I want to go outside in the rain, and I wasn't thinking. This dude is saying he's so hurt he want to go outside in the rain to hide the teardrops from falling on my face. And I'm like, yo, I ain't crying over no chick. But then again, no, I'm like 17, 18. I didn't know what 30-year-olds was going through. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a little bit kind of too much for me. I preferred the bubble gum at that age. And people was like, yo, man, you got to grow up, man. You got to get in that. Nah, you ain't about to. Nah, I'm about to be myself in the best version of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, with no woman talking about you may be young, but you ready. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't. that ain't my thing, R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So I was more, because New Edition's joint was out. But I didn't know if I was. Well, New Edition wasn't out. No, Janet Jackson was out. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis had just finished the Control album. Right. And I remember sitting with my lady at the time, listening to the Janet Jackson joint. Now that was fire. You know what I'm saying? Janet joint was fire. You know what I'm saying? Albie Shore was out, I think. Albie Shore had a joint. What's the joint? Not Killing Me Softly. Not the Roberta Flack joint. I'll look it up, man. Artist. Albie Shore. In Effect Mode. Yeah, Albie Shore had a joint called Ooh, This Love Is So. Oh, bro. Chuck, you ever heard that?
I'm not sure. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it to know if I've heard it before.
I'm gonna see if I could play a snippet without getting caught. You think I could play a snippet without getting caught?
Nope.
Probably not, right?
Probably not. What is it called? Killing Me Softly?
No. Ooh, this love is so.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can find the original. I got it. I didn't know this had a video to it. Yeah, I think I could do it. I put the disclaimer in. I'm gonna try it one more time. If not, I'm gonna have to call YouTube and see. But I wanna share this with y'all because this is one of the joints. This is one of the super joints that y'all got to hear from dudes, like joints that be on people. That's why you gotta listen. You gotta listen to people's album, bro. When you listen to people's album, you get all the like undercover cuts.
Yeah.
And it change your life. I'm gonna just play a little snippet of it and then stop it.
Oh yeah. Let's bring that bass in.
C'est amour si fort, je ne te laisserai pas partir.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't let you go.
Don't let it go.
I won't let you go.
Oh,
I got to stop it right there before YouTube come in and snatch us off the air. But yeah, Chuck, you see how funky that is? These
yeah.
are the type of like when you sitting on the stoop with your girl, like you know what I'm saying, and you playing the joint, and this joint is playing. You ain't really got to say nothing to her, even though I love talking to the ladies back then. You know what I'm saying? I love like talking to. I love spitting that game. But this right here is a very, 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 very underrated Al B. Shore song, right? And hey, Soul Figure like, yo, man, girls love that track, and next thing you know, clothing was on the floor, like magic, and not just them, but us too. Cause
Yeah.
like a song like this, like there is so much music out there, and we waste our time with trash, right? Like this song came out in 80, was it like 87? In Effect Mode came out with 87, 88, something like that, whatever, 87, 88, right? I remember this girl, Allison, I was talking to. Allison had like this group called Depeche Mode. Anybody here ever heard of Depeche Mode? No. Chat. Anybody in here like Depeche Mode? Yeah. So this group like called Depeche Mode was out, and she was listening to Depeche Mode, and one day I was at my locker. She slammed. Wasn't that my locker? No, this might be. Anyway, we might have been like in a break room or something. Anyway, she come in and she like, yo, I like Depeche Mode. I like there's another group she liked, like another band. I can't remember, but she was like, yo, listen to this Al B. Shore tape and tell me what you think. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna go home and listen to no Al B. Shore. She was like, yo, it'll be worth it. I'll make it worth your while. I was like, what man? The hell you talking about? And then I saw the look at her eye, and I was like, I'll be right back. Check, I took off. I listened to the whole Al B. Shore tape, and I listened to it twice. When I came back, she was like, what took you so long? I was like, yo, I listened to the joint. I had to listen to it twice. Because there are joints on this first Al B. Shore album that you are like, when you hear Ooh, This Love Is So. Bro, matter of fact, Chuck, I ain't trying to take over, bro. I ain't trying to take over, but listen, I want to play just a little bit. Just listen to, y'all just check this out.
Testing 1, 2.
Something happened, bro. I don't know what. Maybe it's YouTube. You think you got me?
Nah, because I went to look at the live stream. I pulled up a browser to look at the live stream to see if they cut us off. But nah, it was still going. There was no black screen.
Okay. Yeah, something happened just now with I don't know what happened. Man. Sorry about that, y'all. YouTube. I'm letting
Yeah.
anyway, but I'm letting the computer crank back up, man, so I can jump back in. But yeah, man. So you see what I'm saying about like how the impact of music, like certain joints, just you just be feeling it. Like after all these years, this is like 30 something years later, and I'm still talking about this is like 34, 35 years later, and I'm still talking about this one song.
Hey man, music has that impression on you, man. It'll happen.
Yeah,
Soulfinger says the internet got in his feelings. He can't handle the sexy.
yeah, man.
Uh,
Yeah, man.
so I wasn't that big of a I'll Be Sure fan, even though I kind of gravitated to whatever was making the women excited. I would go listen to. That's how I got into Keith Sweat early. Like he's one of the first uh, circular artists that I really was like checking for their music, knew their music. Um, but as far as Al B. Sure goes, like the women loved him, and from my vantage point as a kid, the women loved him, and the guys just thought he was soft, or maybe it was hate. I don't know, but he's one of the first. Al B. Sure is probably one of the first people I ever seen with the slits in the unibrow. Like I'm used to seeing people with like maybe like three cuts, two
Right.
slices in their eyebrow, but he had the joint sliced up in his unibrow. I was like, okay,
All right, that's different.
okay, okay. Um, and to tell you the truth, I think that held him back, man. I think he could have been a bigger star, man, if he
You
would
think
have.
so?
Yeah, man, he would have shaved that off. Look at Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had to do it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I kind of feel you. I kind of feel you on that, man. I think Al is slept on though. I think Al is slept on a lot.
Yeah,
I think for the most part, his albums were really good.
I don't think I don't think his music was terrible. I just wasn't into it at the time, and then uh, I never went back. I never went back to check out his discographies like that.
Yeah, he
Whatever
got
was
some
the right. Go
he
ahead on.
got he got some joints, bro. That when you go back and listen to his albums, it's like listening to Prince in a way where you listen to Prince album the first time, and all the pop songs just jump out initially, and then when you go back and listen to, like, say you on a long drive, say you driving from, say like say in a little while when I come up to the city to see y'all, I can throw on a Prince joint, like I could throw on Purple Rain, and then when I listen to Purple Rain, the joint, like for instance, let me ask you this: What's your favorite track? Hey, chat. What's your favorite joint off of Purple Rain? What's your favorite song off Purple Rain?
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Um, and then probably Darling Nikki. Um, Yeah,
Okay.
I thought Dove's Cry was cool. Um, but definitely Purple Rain, Darling Nikki, and then Let's Go Crazy.
So for me, and let me see, I just want to Google because there's a song I can't remember the name of it, but it's two songs back to back. Let me see. It's a dope. The whole album is fire. Now I'm not saying that the whole album is not fire. What I'm saying is you know how we all have our favorite like how you have your favorite thing out of something. There it
Soul
is.
Finger. There you go, Soul Finger. Beautiful Ones. Yeah, that's it.
Beautiful Ones is my joint, Chuck. That's what I was gonna say. My two favorite songs off the album is Take Me With You. My two favorite songs off Purple Rain is Take Me With You and Beautiful Ones, and I can listen to them back to back over and over. Right. I could just say Beautiful Ones is my joint.
Yeah. That's
very
a
slept
cut.
on.
Yeah. That's a cut. Yeah, man.
You know? And Take Me With You. I don't care where we go, just take me with you. When you hear that, you like, yo, that is simple and to the point. I don't care about the money. I don't care where we go. I don't care what we do. Just take me with you. Bro, it don't get no simpler than that, bro. Yeah, man. Take me with you is fire, right? Take me with you is fire. I love Beautiful Ones. Beautiful Ones was my joint. I was when I was young, when I was like, 15, 16, Let's Go Crazy. You was the joint because it just gives you that energy. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would die for you. Oh, Mr. Vince, that's what I'm saying, man. There were so many. Oh my goodness, man. There are so many.
Die for you.
Yeah, because the way they close out when they close out this joint, you know how they close out the movie with you. I would die for you. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man. Speaking of low budget movies, which one would you prefer, New Jack City or Purple Rain?
Purple Rain every day, all day.
What about the soundtracks? What about the soundtracks? Which
Not
soundtrack
even,
would you prefer?
It's not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. Not
What?
close. Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Really?
would you put the New Jack City soundtrack up against Thriller?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you'll put Purple Rain in there though.
Against Thriller?
Yes. Because those were the only two albums that mattered at that time.
Right.
Those were the only two albums that mattered at that time, and we wouldn't put like the New Jack City soundtrack is absolutely fire, absolutely fire.
Absolutely.
But I could say, well, so was the Waiting Till Exhale soundtrack. So was the Boomerang soundtrack, and I'll probably pick those over New Jack City.
Okay. I'm asking not because I'm like desperate for something. I'm asking because I do feel like the New Jack City soundtrack is a really good soundtrack. Something that they slept on. Right?
It is.
Now are we am I looking to propel it into iconic status? I don't want to propel it there, But if it gets there on its own, I think we should, you know what I'm saying, allow it to have its own justice. You know what I'm saying? Because Keith Sweat song, because think about everybody that's on the soundtrack. You got
Mm.
Color Me Bad with the, you know, the one hit wonder, they on there. But it's one hell of a hit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got Johnny Gill, who was hot as fish grease at the time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's on there. You got Keith Sweat, you know, the hit maker is on there. You got an iconic song by Christopher Williams. He's on there. So it's not like it's a slouchy soundtrack with like 2 great songs and 4 or 5 good songs that relate to the movie. These songs basically carry the movie. Unless you're in love with Nino Brown or Wesley Snipes acting. I mean, bro, yeah. Yeah, yeah, man.
Okay, Mr. Vince. I hear you. I hear you. Um, because you brought up
Curtis Mayfield. I'm sorry.
salute, Hack in the building. Um, as terrible, like, see, I'll be wanting to give people. I'll be wanting to give people grace because at those times, you know, making movies was hard. Technology is nowhere near where it is today.
Right.
So those it's just the writing, man. Because like when you brought up when we were talking about Casino, right? In reference to the New Jack City, Casino is a much better movie because of the dialogue. Come on, Martin Scorsese, Mario Van Peebles, like it's not
Not even close.
it's not even close. And that's no knock on Mario, right? That's no knock on him. It's just there's levels to this. And they not on that level of writing, man. And they brought heavyweights. Scorsese uses the same guys. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna write this line with De Niro in mind.
Right. You brought heavy hitters. There were heavy hitters in that movie. New Jack City.
The actors too. The actors read the script and they know this writer from previous projects and understand what the writer is trying to get out of this character.
Right. New Jack City was this Wesley's first leading role?
I think so.
So you got a newcomer.
Because he was in Wildcats.
Man, come on.
Your mama said you ugly. Hey, you remember the cheerleaders?
Yes. Yeah, it was the Mary Jo, the mom from
Family Matters.
Family Matters, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was another that was a terrible that was just terrible. Like, come on, bro. This guy is not in high school. This guy you're looking for is not in high school. Right. And you're that scared to be in the hood. Like, come on. Like, it was too much. That I love that movie, but that movie, Woody Harrelson as a running back, stop it. Stop the madness. Yeah. And all the edits and cuts, you can see the person running the ball is black, but when they get up, it's Woody Harrelson. Like, what? But see, in the 8 movies were just like that, man. You know, and people weren't necessarily going through these movies with a fine-tooth comb and saying like, "Yo, this doesn't make sense." This doesn't make sense. And I often joke, but yo, man, people were high on coke in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
These movies were going to come out the way they were supposed to be, like this, you know. And in the 90s, they were smoking crack. So we you know, they were freebasing. So
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Mr. Vance, I'm gonna disagree with you slightly on the Superfly soundtrack. I love the Superfly soundtrack. Right? I love Freddie's Dead. I love Pusha Man. And I love Little Child running with Little Child running wild. I like that, man. I ain't gonna lie. And I like Superfly. Superfly. See, because back then, because fly was the word to say anything to be, right? But when you superfly, that means you above everything.
Yeah.
Like you the flyest dude in the vicinity, right? Yeah, I mean you the flyest dude in the vicinity, right? But when it comes to having super in your title, I have a favorite song with super in the title. Chuck, I might get us in trouble, Chuck. I might get, and I apologize in advance. But this is my favorite joint with super in the title. Let me see. If
let's do it.
Let me see if I can find it.
Superman love.
Let me see if I can find it. There it is. This is. That's my favorite joint right there with super in the, even above Superfly.
Hey.
Chuck, you hear that? You hear that bass line?
Hey. Hey.
I'm stronger than a locomotive. Yeah. That old saying is true. But I can't understand sometimes, baby, why I'm so weak for you. Listen, I can leave.
I got to cut it short there before YouTube come in and be like, yo, yo. My man said, I can lead tall buildings, but I got a weakness for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is crazy. This is how we used to talk to our ladies. Chuck, that's why when dudes are like, yo, man, girls be dissing you at hello. And I'm straight up telling you, well, maybe your hello game is trash. Maybe you don't know how to approach the ladies.
I'm sorry. Women, your age, our age, my age, our age, yes. These new women, nah, man. You say hello, they might call the R word on you. You SA them. I'm dead serious. I was like, man, I am so glad I'm 40.
Bro,
I ain't got to deal with this. It is wild out there in these streets. I'm telling you,
bro. I'm saying, so the streets are wilder now than they've ever been.
Yeah.
I would say nah. I think it's our perception. I don't think humans are getting more eviler and eviler. You know what I'm saying? Or more daring. I think they are equipped to do these things more easily. But if we just use that premise alone, we're just saying that the next two generations are going to be so evil that I just can't. I think our maturity, the people that are mature just don't want to stand for anything bad related. But a lot of stuff going on now. a lot of stuff going on now is a lot of stuff that happened back in the days too. It's just done in a different way that makes it look worse. Like for instance, chicks with razor blades in their mouth, is that new? Dudes getting stabbed, is that new? Or people's or the way you talk to the ladies now is that new? Bro.
There's a different like there's no courtship like talking to a woman trying to get to know her. Hey man, can we let's get together, have a cup of coffee or something like that.
Right.
Nah, son, you better be taking me to a 5-star dinner.
Yeah, my son told me that too. I have a son that is kind of like me in a sense, where he overly confident for no reason at all. I'm like, son, that's what you wearing? Just fly, ain't it? What? So, son, you just gonna walk out there with all your chest out? Yeah, man, I've been working on my chest. Look at it. No, man, I'm not looking at you. Are you crazy? No, man, stop hating, pops. This is the wave right here. Look at me. Ain't I fresh? Yeah, you fresh, son. Go ahead, bro. So I got one like that, and then I got one who feels like he got all the magic words on the tip of his tongue. He like, yo, I can get whatever I want. All I gotta do is talk to him. He the one like, if they ever call me to the interview, I got it.
Oh, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's if they ever call me for the interview, I got it. If I ever roll up on a chick, nothing. Easy. And I seen him, Chuck. We in the mall, and you know how you in the mall, right? People, hey, Uncle Freezie, what's good, man? Where you been? You know, crowd, you know, people like, yo, man, where you been at, man? It's been a minute. You know how you be in the mall, you see all your peoples, you know what I'm saying? You just like, man, I just came in here to get pretzel right quick, man. I'm trying to get out of here, you know how you be trying to slide out the mall or whatever. My son was like, Pops, look at her, that chick bad. And I look, I'm like, God, she is bad. And she walking by herself. And my man is like, she ain't gonna be walking by herself for too long. Watch this. Right? Chuck, he was step and holler like, excuse me, miss. I just noticed that you were. And this is the one that kind of looked like a blowed up version of Will Smith. Like he looked like Will Smith, but he like bigger, more like a more muscular Will. Like if Will Smith was 240, that'd be my son, kinda.
Okay.
Right. And so kinda. I'm talking about look like him now. I'm not saying Will Smith is the most handsome dude, or my son is more. I'm saying he resembles Will Smith. That's all I'm getting at. So I see him and I sit down. You know how the mall have like the vibrating lounge chairs in the middle, like you put like 8 quarters in it and you could just sit there and you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I see my son walk by with her. They doing a lap, right? The first time he walked by, he winked at me. He like, right? So they walk around and come back. I'm just sitting there on my phone scrolling. The next time they come through, guess what happened, Chuck? The lady is like, hey, Mr. Uncle Freezie. And then they take off, keep on walking. Yeah. So what I'm getting at is it might be the environment. It might be just New York City. It might be New York City, right? Or it might be the way that we treat women. Like legit, women have been objectified and called all types of slutty names, and dudes would rather say watch porn than holler, right? And women and we look at women as if and so we think women are oblivious to this. Women are not oblivious to this. Like you legit can't be. Well, I guess you can be, but is adversarial to say that we should treat women like loop dancers, and then for the ones that are not loop dancers, we try to approach them on a you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking it's definitely about how you approach anybody, two people, anybody. Yeah, I know that sounds corny, but you know how it is.
Definitely your approach makes a difference. Um, I don't know, man. I've seen some things with some of these young folks. I'm like, wow.
Hey, you ever been around a woman and just allowed her to talk? Or recently, have you been around a woman recently and just allowed her to talk?
Yes.
Let her talk herself into a comfort zone instead of trying to pull her into a comfort zone? And this is for the chat, by the way.
What you mean by pull her into a comfort zone?
Dudes is feels like they for basically when you objectify, I think you send a message that you are better than the women that you're chasing, right? Like I ain't say I'm gonna just come over here a half-ass holler. That's what I'll call it. Like you all hollering all half-ass, like you step to a woman like it don't matter if I get your number either way. You think that lady don't get the impression? Yeah, they get the vibe. If your vibe is like, yo, I'm over here trying to holler, but if you don't holler back, then whatever. I'm cool. I'll go outside and walk my dog and play PlayStation. Nah,
Is
man.
that how people walk up to women and talk? Like, that's a lack of confidence right there. I don't know about that.
I seen it with my own eyes, bro. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, dude. So 5 or 6 years ago, when we used to throw parties, 5 or 6 years ago, dudes would be like, "Yo, Uncle Freezie, yo, why Tasha and them sitting over there at the table by themselves?" And I'd be like,
Go over there and
shit,
find out.
I don't know. Why you asking me?
Walk over there and find out.
I'll be standing with the homies. I'll be like standing with the homies because back then, more coworkers would come to the party, so they can't wait to see me mess up so they can get back to work and gossip, right? So I'll be on my best behavior, right? Absolutely best behavior, right? And so your homeboys would be like, Chuck, why them girls over there got a table to themselves? And Chuck would be like, motherfucker, how else supposed to know that? You know what I'm saying? Go buy him a drink or something. Like, just go buy the table around the drink and just come back. And you might not win that day, but you might win later on down the road. Man, I ain't got no $72. They ain't gonna drink for me for free. $72 plus the tip though. Man, I ain't got $80. Hey, bro, if you broke, stay over here. You know what I'm saying? If $80 gonna have you eating spam sandwiches all week, bro, then maybe hollering ain't the best thing. Maybe you need to get your life together. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But then again, I'm in sales. I have the sales mindset. I'm the sales go-getter. Right?
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand that if you bat 300, you're a Hall of Famer. If you bat 300, you're a Hall of Famer. That means 7 out of 10 times somebody's going to tell you no.
See, I'm trying to put my mindset. I'm trying to get into the mindset of a person standing around waiting for something to happen. I never been that way. I'm one of those people that you were just talking about with a lot of confidence for no reason. Like why? Why is Chuck so confident? I'm going to say one or two things. It's going to be a variation of one or two things. No, they either with it or not. And if she says she ain't with it, ain't no skin off your back. She ain't for you.
Or
You know what I'm saying?
or like sometimes when women turn you down initially, it means try harder.
Yeah,
Come smoother. You know
I
what I'm
move
saying?
on. That could be. That could be.
Or because Chuck, think about the impression you get of a woman if you holler and she go for everything you say off rip. What does that make that woman look like?
Oh, she gullible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I seen dudes that that not only at parties or like social events or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing dudes like, yo, okay. This is my advice to dudes, right? If you at the spot, like you at the party, don't do this thing. Chick walk by and you licking your lips like she a lamb chop. Don't do that. For the most part, women don't like that. Right? Don't yeah, like, ooh, wait, girl, oh, you know what I do to you? Don't be Bernie Mac. Don't girl, I'll sop you up with a biscuit. No, nah, that's lame. Right? You know what I'm saying? The main thing is with women, you have to project a confidence and an attractiveness to them, and then establish something and then holler. Like for instance, you ain't got to have a body like The Rock, or you ain't got to be driving a Ferrari, right? But if you are clean and attractive, you know what I'm saying, and they are clean and attractive, little things like Chuck, me and Trav, I said his name. I ain't mean to, Trav. I'm sorry, Bone. I'm sorry. Me and Al was together at this club called the CNL in South Carolina, right? And a lady walks by. This is like 90. She walks by. Chuck, all I do is the eyebrows. Hey, girl. You know what I'm saying? She laughed. Al like, hey, what you say just now? I ain't said nothing. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here and take her home. This is what I tell him. That ain't what I tell her. Right?
Right.
So I go, I'm like, hey. You know what I'm saying? And she giggled, looked down at her drink like, oh, he saw me looking at him. And so I just go over and holler like, hey. You know what I'm saying? Get into my game. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't, in some settings, I don't have to tell people who I am because a lot of people know. Like you know how it is, Chuck, in your hood, like where you live. If you holler at somebody, you don't have to tell nobody that you know what I'm saying, Knicks for life, YouTube celebrity, YouTube star status. You ain't got to tell nobody that where you live at because everybody know, right? You could just go and holler. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta. Everything don't have to be in Alicia Keys' music video. Everything don't have to be. You don't know my name. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't have to be there, right? Right? I mean,
right.
I mean when you and yo, I now listen. Times change. All that stuff. Things ain't the same. Blah blah blah. I get it. And but the thing I'm getting at is man, if you constantly getting turned down by a certain like group of women or whatever, man, maybe it's time to either step into another world, like step your game all the way up, or consider the type of girls that you're trying to holler at.
I think it's the latter. Consider the type of girls you're trying to holler at. because people, I see that happen more often than not. Guys talking to girls that, man, these girls have no interest in you or the type of dude that you are. Yeah, you think they're attractive. Yeah, but you not their type at all.
Right.
So stop.
But
I'm
Chuck, a
I'm
lot of
always under the mantra of mess with people that mess with you. Like
okay.
if you're trying, listen. Like yes, uh, s- some women are worth the extra effort. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And then some women aren't. And I think over time, with enough experience, you could tell the difference.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and women that are from my generation and older, uh, their mindsets are a tad bit different than people that are under 30.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
all. That's the only difference. Like I I wouldn't necessarily give my 21-year-old cousin the same advice that my uncle gave me when I was 21. Um, only because I feel this, that generation, that that younger generation of people are not necessarily in touch with reality because most of them spent most of their lives talking. They don't even the process of dating is not even the same. You
Right.
could, you know what I'm saying? Um, Getting to
I,
know someone, like a girl, not like how old was your son at the time when you met the girl when y'all saw the girl at the mall?
uh 20, maybe 21, 20.
Okay.
But by that time, he had been spent all these years in college, you know what I'm saying, and had experience, been out the neighborhood and been around women from other areas, and he knew what he could like he went from like the small country town to a major US university
Hmm.
and kind of cut his chops. And there's no denying that he probably went through the learning curve,
Right.
right? Kind of like me, been to college, been in the military, been through a lot of different things, a lot of environments where I've been kind of put on this thing. But he is dripping with charisma and the other one is dripping with confidence. And that's key. You have to understand the distinction. Like one is charismatic. Like no matter what she say, he gonna try to draw her into him. Like
Hmm.
the interaction is gonna be like, I can't let him get away. Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like like he is too smooth. Like he in the mall, like he the type in the mall, hollering at a chick, and he'll say something funny, like he'll steal one of my lines. Like Pops, how you pull mommy? I was like, yo, I told her, I was like, yo, look at all these people standing around looking at us. They jealous that me and you talking, right? And she look around and people are looking at me and her talking. Like, ooh, I can't wait to tell such and such. I seen Uncle Freezie and Mo talking. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and so when I said that to her, it make Mo laugh, right? Like she look around and everybody is looking at us. Or everybody was looking at us, right? And so my son is like use lines like that. Like, yo, can you believe everybody in this mall is looking at us? Look at everybody. They looking at us. You know what I'm saying? And so when she turned around and looked, ain't nobody really looking or none of that stuff. But the key word to all of that stuff, Chuck, guess what the key word is to all that stuff? that he said?
What's the key word?
People think the key word is looking, right? But the key word is us. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, us is a thing out the blue in the mall, right? And so now both of them feel like they can't leave the mall without exchanging numbers. Them. Smooth. Smooth. Just like a silk. Them. 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 Them.
Yeah.
I think it's one of them things, man. You gotta understand who you are as a person, and then understand that you only get one shot most times to holler.
Oh, for sure.
Like one dude said, dudes would be like, dudes scare chicks into talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bitch, she stuck up, man. She won't holler. No, she don't talk to nobody. Hey, man, for one, it's because you sound like you doing a WWE promo, right? I'm a beat down Ric Flair Friday night in the Civic Center. If you didn't sound like that, bro, then maybe she could, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
There was something key that you said that I think is very important. Knowing who you are, because a lot of guys get caught out there trying to be something that they're not. If you're not that, don't be that. Because guess what? You gotta keep that up
all the time.
You gotta keep that up all the time. Like nah, man. Be yourself. Because if you're really trying to make this woman a part of your life, then it's best to be honest, lay all your cards on the table, so that she know what she's dealing with.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
most people, in general, they're not going to do that because they want whatever it is that they want. You know, I like this person, or I want this person, so I'm going to do and say whatever it is I have to say to get this person.
Right.
Even if it's pretending to be something I'm not. And then when it all falls apart and she hates your guts, it's because you lied. You weren't who you said you were. And she fell in love with a facade, or she started caring for a facade. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think being knowing who you are, when you know who you are, that brings a certain level of confidence. There's nothing you can say that's going to bring me down because I know who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I like that scenario that you set up, like, you know, when y'all would throw parties and the guys would be standing around like, yo, man, all right, catch y'all fellas later. Hey man, hook me up. You was here before I got here. What do you mean hook you up? like what do you mean? They ain't fixing plates over here. You gotta walk over there and get your food. So y'all better walk over there to that table and talk to them girls. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
Man, tell them to come over here. All right, I will. All right. And then I'll go sit over there for an hour, have the whole table laughing.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I thought you said you was going to bring them up. No, I didn't.
Hey, Chuck, you a hater.
Yeah.
That's what he gonna call. That's what he gonna call you.
Yes.
Chuck hating ass. He don't want to see nobody shine.
Yes, exactly. I'm hating on all y'all bums. All y'all bums tonight. Yes, I'm hating on all y'all.
Or make yourself appealing, man. Hey, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lady told me one time. She said, "Ain't nothing sexier than seeing a big guy dance." To her.
Oh, Oh, women love that. The big
Yeah.
dude that can dance. Oh, they love that.
Bro. Yo, bro. If you like a big guy that can dance, and big guy is relative, right? Big guy, if you about like 5'10", about 200, you're a big guy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You're a big guy, right? Man, you get on the floor and you dance, and not trying to overdo it, but you know what I'm saying, like when you get into
Yeah.
your little thing, you know what I'm saying, a little something.
A little something.
You ain't gotta overdo it. You ain't gotta be like a man from oh god, what's that TV show that came on Netflix? Um, y'all remember the show that came on Netflix about when rap first started?
What was
They had
the breaks?
Grandmaster, no, but like Grandmaster Flash showed dude how to DJ, and oh jeez, I forget the Nas produced Netflix show.
Yeah, I think that was called. I think that was called the breaks.
Was it The
If I'm not
Breaks?
mistaken. Yeah, because they, and they were faking DJing parties with mixtapes. Like they had the flash mixtapes, and they were playing them, acting
Yeah,
like they were DJing.
yeah. I thought it went by another name.
It probably does. The Get Down. That's the name of it.
The Get Down. That's it. The Get Down. That is it. That's it. You remember the dude in the Get Down that did all the freaky dancing? He used to win a dance contest all the time. He was doing
Yes.
like all the, you know what I'm saying? You like, yo. And the ironic thing is, I remember dudes used to dance like that at the party. Like dudes, and man, listen, man, yeah. Dudes used to be in a party dancing like that. You like, yo, yeah, yeah, man. But dancing is a good thing, man. Being clean is a good thing.
It's important. Most important.
Yeah. Like be attractive, man. Be attractive. If you attractive, bro, trust.
Listen, you can't be if you ain't attractive, you can't be it.
Yeah.
But you can be presentable.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I noticed when you walk up on a group of women, they all do the same thing. They look down and then they look up. They look down, they look at your shoes, looking at your pants, looking at your shirt. And then if you put together, you're here.
Yeah.
And if not, and then whisper, and you like, oh, but yeah, man. You can't have on a wife beater with a hole in it and some dirty sweatpants trying to talk to, Nia Long.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, like, oh man, she stuck up, man. I try to holler at her. Look how you look.
She's so stuck up. Her nose got frostbite on it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear dude say that, man. One of my cousins, like, yo, man, them girls ain't trying to holler at nobody but dope boys. And you're like, that's it? They trying to holler at dope boys? Let me go over here and check and see. Like, nah, man, don't waste your time. And then I come back, he was like, man, you was over there all night, man. I thought we was supposed to get drunk. Wait a minute. What? What did? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yes, you have. when I was younger, yes, you had a certain segment of women that were looking for that. But but not for nothing, man. You could usually tell who they were off bat, and those were the girls you just stayed away from, especially if you weren't a dope boy. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them were fine, but you could tell. You could tell, man. It's like,
Yeah, I don't know if they want a dope boy more so than they want dudes that are clean, that are secure, and that have earned stuff.
it depends on who you ask, because some
Right.
women will say exactly what you said, right?
Right.
And then there are some women like, nah, I want a dope boy. I don't want a dude that's a 9 to 5. I don't want no square.
Right.
And
Because it's less about the money, but about the thrill, about action.
right. Um, and so I was watching something the other week, man, where the guy was doing like street interviews and stopping young women and asking them that question: would they rather a scammer, a drug dealer, or a 9 to 5? Nobody wanted the 9 to 5 dude.
Right.
And I was like, wow. But these are very young women, probably 19, 20, 21, whatever the case
On
may
camera, that's what they saying.
be. Right.
On camera, that's what they saying. Yeah, yeah. Because they don't want to look bad. But I wonder if you sent a secret ballot, how many would say, well, is the 9 to 5 a secure? Because there's a difference. Because if you said, do you want a CEO or a drug dealer, which one do you think they would want? A CEO go to work.
Yeah. CEO does go to work.
Right. Every day, for the most part. Work long hours because he's salaried.
Right.
Because I think
know.
when you say 9 to 5, you're thinking about your boyfriend walking out the house with a Chick-fil-A uniform. You think about your man walking out the house with a McDonald's, them brown pants just ain't sexy. You know what I'm saying? Them brown. But if you say, hey, would you rather be with Nino Brown or Jeff Bezos? What do you think they're gonna say? Would the answer be different? You know what I'm saying? And Jeff Bezos looked like an alien, by the way. but he got bread though.
He does have bread, and he does look like an alien.
Right.
And I don't know. Let me see if I can do this real quick. All right.
I would say
when I was a teenager, there were only certain girls that wanted the street dude. Again, there was only certain girls, but most girls wanted, like you said, someone that was secure. So if you were a truck driver, you were a guy on salary, you know what I mean? Somebody that worked at the bank, yeah, those were guys that most women would be looking for or trying to get with.
Yeah, yeah. My bad, man. This girl that was talking just now on that link that you sent was just like screaming in my ear. when I look at that, I'm like, man, nah. Maybe nah. Maybe nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it with everybody. So what Chuck said. I'm gonna put myself on mute just real quick.
Then the 9 to 5.
They like the fast money over here.
Because the fast money niggas, they got time. They can take you out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
But
Friday.
you just complained
9
you didn't
to
want
5, only take you out on the weekend.
I need a drug dealer and then a scammer, then the 9 to 5.
I want the scammer first, then the drug dealer, then the 9 to 5.
Man, get your ass out of here. You ain't nobody trying to save you. You know what I'm saying? You like, I want somebody to take me out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Ain't nobody trying to save you. Yo, man, get out of here. That was cute. That was cute, man. But you could tell. Yeah, you could tell what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm baffled by it.
Well, there's a with some of the young people, there's this 304 culture where it's all about living in the moment, not giving a dang, living the fast life. Because I heard a young girl that was like 19 years old that asked her like what would she look for in a man, and she's 19 and she was like, yeah, he gotta make at least $100,000 a year. And I was like, shorty, there hardly any 19-year-old dudes making $100,000 a year. There are probably none. But they're in college.
But she don't care. She don't care about that. She talking like her aunties told her what to say. Because think about when you 19, how many times have you been in a relationship with a dude making $100,000 a year? When you 19, how many times? How many times have you been with somebody making that bread, right? Where you set your mindset on this is what I want for the rest of my life. When you 19. So if it's multiple times, like if it's 4 or 5 times, you can't really take what she say because she started you know what I'm saying, she started too early, now she dumb. Right? Or if she has never been in that situation and that's what she wants, she's saying that because that's an idyllic dream. That's ideology. Because she probably come from a place of being poor. And $100,000 seems like it'll take because think about this. If you're 19 and you come from a millionaire background, why would you say you want a dude for $100,000? You know what I'm saying? It's all about like the perspective,
right?
Like where she come from. Because if she making $100,000, why would she want a dude that all he's making is $100,000? She is already doing that on her own. So her background is coming from being broke or being without money. And so she thinking $100,000 is going to save her. When ultimately what money does is money doesn't change your situation. Money only makes you more secure. And if you're looking for security, then say security. But if you're looking for bread, then you ain't nothing but a gold digger. No matter how much money you get, it's not going to save anything because you're ultimately chasing security. Right. You know, it's South BK's in the building. What's good, man?
Salute, SBK.
Hey, and South BK says they don't realize they got to bring something to the table too. And he absolutely right. They have to bring something to the table, right? But they don't. And
Other
this is
than another man's kids.
yeah. Well, dang Chuck. Yeah, H.
All right, I'm gonna chill out.
Chuck don't play, bro. Chuck don't play. Chuck ain't giving you. Chuck is giving 0 F's and 0 chances. That's just what it is.
Nah,
Right?
man. Like, no. Here's like I told you when I was a teenager, and when I say teenager, 17, 18, 19, I wasn't really looking to deal with a chick with a kid because most of the girls that I graduated with had kids. Like literally, when we were
Yeah.
lining up to march in for graduation, it had looked like we were at the OBGYN and everybody was there to get something. Like stomachs were out the head, man.
Right.
Like it was crazy. It was crazy. And if you live in the South, a lot of these graduating classes don't be a lot of people. Like it was only 52 people in my graduating class,
Good Lord. Chuck.
and 30 of them were pregnant.
Wow.
It was wild. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I was not into that. Right. I was just like, nah, I don't want to take on that responsibility because I had just got my
So you wasn't listening. You wasn't listening to Keith Sweat then.
Yeah, I was. I was. I was listening to Right in the Wrong Way. Yeah, man. I was listening to that. But I was one of my best friends, she lived up the dirt road from me. She had a baby at I was 15, so Toya was probably 14. 14. And I remember the first year I moved to the Carolinas, I didn't play ball. I didn't play any sports. And so when I would get off the bus with her at 3:00, soon as our feet hit the sidewalk, man, her grandma was on the porch calling her, "Come get this baby." And I'm like, golly. Like she didn't have any time to herself. And you know, when you're that young, you still want to date. And it's like most of the dudes that were coming through wasn't trying to date. They just knew she had a baby, so that means she was smashing. And so they wanted to get their bid in, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I ain't trying to be that dude. But then here comes another character. He want to play stepdaddy, right? But his mama mad because he want to play stepdaddy, like working his little job, buying Pampers and stuff, and you know. And I was like, nah, I can't be that dude.
Right.
I can't be this dude. And so I dated a girl. I was 19, started talking to this girl. No, 18. I had my first little car on my own, a Ford Escort. It wasn't all that. 2-door joint. It wasn't nothing crazy. But the interior was spotless, man. Like it looked like it just came off the factory floor. Like it smelled new in that car. Right? I took pride in that car. Picked the chick up. She got her son with her. We're about to actually head to Latson Fair. Right? Going to the Latson Fair. We're probably like 10 minutes away from her house at this point. Little man finds an ink pen in my back seat, and he's taking the ink pen and he's jamming it in the seat. And I'm like, oh man. So I tell her to look in the glove compartment, see if I had like some menus or something, give him something to write on. Like he can't stab my seat like that.
Right.
Long story short, there's nothing in there. And she's like, stop it. Stop it. And Turned around and I just snatched the pen like, yo, man, knock it off. Don't talk to my son like that. You're not his father.
Get your ass out my car.
Man, as soon as I saw a little break, a little U where I could turn around in the road, as soon as I saw a little thing cross the island, turned around, and she was like, where you going? I ain't say nothing. I just kept driving. Got in her yard, and I was like, get out.
Your ass
really? You're a buster. And I was like, nah, because in my mind, I was like, yo, this is going to be my life. Anytime I try to tell this little boy to do something, she ain't going to agree with it, and she going to tell me this ain't my kid, this is her son.
Because she's talk to her. Yeah.
Nah.
She's soft, yeah. That
right.
happens
and I
a lot,
said,
bro.
nah. It does. But here's a great thing. Maybe like 2 years later, I meet another girl. She got a kid, and I liked her immediately. And her daughter was amazing. And me and her still cool to this day. Nothing came of it because I ended up going to school, and I told her, yo, we can't be together while I'm in school.
Right.
Because I was going to cheat. That was going to happen. If you've never been to HBCUs, are always next door to each other. There's always two HBCUs close to one another.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I was like, Lord, I was in Columbia, like, good Lord have mercy. And it was like, yo, you ever been over to the all-girls school? It's an all-girls school. They was like, yeah. I had never been sexually harassed ever in my life until I went to that school. We walked on the yard. What is it? Columbia University or Columbia College? What is it called? It's between Allen and USC. It's like in between. It's an all-girls school.
I know what you're talking about. It's over on the hill. I cannot remember. But it's
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's on the hill over there because when you drive over there, it looked like it looked like a little small San Francisco because it got all the hills going down. I forget what the name of the school is, but yeah, I know what Chuck's talking about.
We walked on the campus. All I heard was D on the yard, D on the yard. And I'm like, D on the yard.
Yeah.
We looking around, windows are opening. Yo, we were getting flashed. We were getting harassed. And I was loving every minute of it. And I was like, yo, I got to get rid of my girl right now because I'm going to hurt this girl because I've seen fine like this sparingly. Like, oh, man, she fine. And then, a week or two go by. Oh, man, she fine. But fine, super fine. Golly. And they are friendly. Yeah. Nobody has an attitude. They letting me get, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for me, me and T, like, we're honest with one another. And I was able to be honest with her and like, yo, man. She was like, I understand. You could be up there and, and we would still talk. I would call her or I'll go out to, she was from Denmark. So I would go out to Denmark, check her sometimes. And like I said, we still remain friends, but we never took it any further because, man, jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Boy, jeez Louise.
Cheese and crap.
Man, I threw my first pool party. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh.
Yeah, man.
Yo, sub. It was something like that, man. I was like, wowzers. I should have did this as soon as I came out of high school. Should have went to college. Should have never wasted 3 years with Uncle Sam.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
This is, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm telling you,
so,
it was like that, man.
And life is like that right now for a lot of people, but they don't recognize. See, Chuck, you recognize that, right? But imagine the person that don't kind of have respect for the environment or the people in it. Imagine the people that just want the. Imagine the dudes that just go there and ready to call everybody biatches. You know what I'm saying? And not, you know what I'm saying? All of that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And if women and if a woman if a woman don't bow down to them at hello, they're like, man, the whole campus ain't nothing but stuck up bees. Really?
No.
Really? Come on, man. Come on, yo. The whole campus. Not one woman there would listen to your whack ass hello. Not one woman. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? That the vibes wasn't right. You know, I'm trying to holler. I'm like, yo, shorty. And you keep on walking.
Yeah, like I never was into that. Mm-mm. You put them on the spot. You can't do that. You can't put them on the spot like that. I was never into catcalling. If I saw a chick that I liked, I walked off. If I was with the fellas, I walked off. I scooted off, and I went and approached. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna say anything, but as soon as they see you start talking,
then they start trying to.
They're not gonna interject their game. Like, yeah, my name is Keith. I'm from Gaffney. Blah blah blah. No, they ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
Man, what you talking to that old big head dude from New York for?
Yeah. You ain't gonna. Yo,
man, he's trying to talk. He's trying to talk to a girl with 2 different socks on.
Yeah.
Like word. Yeah. Like word.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, man. And yo, dudes. Yeah. Yeah. Men can be like that, man. Sometimes we can be like that sometimes. Trust. We can be like that sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? The woman is walking in, instead of saying, it's, hey fellas, I'll be back. I'm gonna go see what's going on with her. Like Chuck, I walked up to a lady in the mall. I was in where was we at? I was in Alexandria Mall. I was in Soulfinger. You may have heard this place. I was in the mall in a place called Alexandria, Louisiana. Right? I see these 2 ladies, right? They lighter than me. They got like blonde hair. They got one of them is like, yeah. So I see them. I'm like, oh my God. And so I walk straight up to them. I'm like, yo, can I take a picture with y'all? And they laugh like, you must be from out of town. I'm like, yeah. I want to send out. Listen, I got to send a picture to my brother. Y'all are gorgeous. I got to send a picture to my brother to let him know how beautiful the women are here. And I said, yo, I'm Uncle Freezie. You know what I'm saying? And they like, what kind of name is Uncle Freezie? Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, I'm like, yo, I'm going to get my man over here to take a picture of us. And everybody started coming over, and I'm like giving them the hint, like with my, just him. He taking the picture. This ain't no, don't come over here. Right? Because you know, with your boys, they see the opening.
Yes.
They think it's a school bus. Nah. I get my man Norris. He's super smooth. A dude from Patterson, Passaic. I think he lived in both places. Right? New Jersey. He come over. He like, Uncle Freezie, let me take the picture first. These women are so beautiful, bro. Can I put my arms around y'all? We just taking a picture. I'm like, no, big dog, let me take the picture first. I seen these ladies first. And he was like, okay. And so Norris is like, I'm only going to take the picture if these ladies are promised to go and sit with us, have lunch at the food court. And they're like, who paying? I'm like, he paying. You joking, right? Joking, out of, And so our homeboys that's with us, Chuck, you know how it is when you hanging out with E2s, E3s, right?
Yeah.
Pocket full of money. It's like frat house. You know what I'm saying? I go over and so we hollering, right? And this is what they doing, Chuck. And I'm like, easy, y'all get and do y'all know them? Yeah, we know them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we take the picture, we go to the food court, and we sit down. Norris, the one that I saw first, likes Norris. No big deal. Because the other one was just as fine or better. I'm talking to her, but she nicer. Right?
Okay.
So we sit there and we talking, and now me and did I say his name?
Yep.
God, dog it, man. I want to call him Al. I said, hey, Norris, I said your name, bro. I'm sorry,
Al,
man.
that's what you said. You said Al.
Oh, God, dog it. Dang it. So anyway, we talk to these ladies, and Chuck. So after about a month, like we'll meet at the mall, and you know what I'm saying, and just kicking it, just whatever. After a while, they start coming to the barracks, just hanging out in my room, like or down with Norris. They'll ride together down to the bricks, and we'll hang out on posts, right? And wouldn't you know it? Every time they come over, dudes will be like, "Yo, Uncle Freezie, let me borrow Super Mario 3." Man, if you don't get your ass out my room, if you don't get out my, because in the barracks, when you have company and all that stuff, cats just be trying to come over to see what it is that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is. Like,
yeah,
you in the barracks,
right?
You got the new edition playing kind of loud to let people know that do not disturb. You know, you got your Albie Shore playing.
Yeah,
real
don't
loud.
come over here.
Yeah, don't come over. Don't come over here. And so that is be like, yo, Uncle Freezie, I just came over to borrow Mike Tyson Punch Out. Man, if you don't get out my room, I'm gonna punch you out like Mike Tyson. How about that? But Chuck, the thing is when you dealing with 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds,
yeah,
that's about what you get. That's about what you get. The thing is,
pretty much.
Yeah, man. Yo, Soulfinger's like, yo, Yellow Hammers and Red Bones different down there, especially Lake Charles. Hey, Lake Charles is dangerous, bro. Soulfinger, Lake Charles is then. When I was there, when I was in Louisiana, Lake Charles, Louisiana was the HIV capital of the world. They had more HIV cases per capita than any other place in the world. Notice I said world, right? Yes, per capita. Yeah. I'm sure it's different now. But back then it was a dangerous place. They had gangs and HIV running rampant, bro. So we had to be careful down there. But anyway, like these shits, man, yes, bro, either you was gonna get shot or get the ninja. And you're like, either I'm gonna die quick, I'm gonna die slow. Golly. But anyway. The point that I was getting at is your approach means everything, bro.
Oh, definitely. The approach. You're absolutely right.
I'm not always on the side of women. I'm a man. Right? I'm a man. I'm macho, right? But at the same time, I can understand where women be coming from. Like, how you gonna holler How you gonna try to holler at somebody and it ain't even important to you? How you gonna holler and it ain't even
That's a
important?
defense mechanism. That's a defense mechanism. So that
But
if
if
you
you're
shoot them
confident,
down, oh, well, it didn't matter.
if you're not
Go ahead.
confident, then why bother?
Sorry, I don't know. I don't
If you're
know.
not confident, then why bother, man? It's the thing. It's and if you're not confident, then why not just say, hey man, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to holler, I just wasn't confident. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, the vibe wasn't right. You ain't no sucker. It just saying you just wasn't feeling it. I don't know,
It,
boss.
I don't know either. Um, I keep saying I was raised different. I just feel like I have been because just certain things. Um, I was told that I adhere to, and they never really failed me. You know,
Right.
the good advice. Now, not the stupid stuff from my uncle, from my mom's brother. No, none of that stuff worked. Nothing he said.
Work.
Nothing he said worked.
No. My pops
Yes,
used to give
but
me
he's
bad
also the
advice
one
too.
that tell me if you want to find out if a girl got something.
I know what you about to say.
Where does this stuff come from? Like this, stick your finger in your ear, take some earwax, put
Earwax.
it down there, and if that means she got something. And I
Right.
was like, what? An adult man told me if you have, if man, if you ain't got no rubbers, then do it in the bathroom with her up on the sink. If you do it standing up, she won't get pregnant.
Yeah. Right.
My mother's brother said this. And I'm looking at
But
him
but
like,
but
man,
he
I
was
don't
the
know.
youngest. But he was the youngest brother, right?
Um, uh, he's definitely my mother's younger brother. Yeah, he's after my mother. He's after my mother. Then there are two more sisters that are younger. He's the
Okay.
second oldest. But he's a complete fool. He's always been a fool. Like he was one of those guys that swore he was cool and used to talk
Right.
all this big talk, but he
Right.
was more he was a more of a lover than what he led on. Like he was more romantic. Like he used to talk like he was super fly, but he was soft on the women. Like he was the one
Yeah.
when he was getting dressed, you could smell the cologne from the, and then he'll come out with the shirt buttoned down to the middle of his chest. And it's July, and he put on his leather jacket to go out.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, it's not, it's 8 o'clock at night, and it's still 80 degrees outside, and you putting on a leather jacket."
Like you Fonzie.
I'm telling you, man.
1 o'clock,
Like
2
he was,
o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock, 4 o'clock,
yeah.
5 o'clock. You dressing like
Um,
Jeffrey Osborne in a heat wave.
yes, yes.
Oh my God, bro.
And,
Oh
and
my
our
God.
and our cousin was dressed his road dog, his partner in crime. Um, my cousin Lewis will be dressed the same exact way. And my grandma and her sister will be fussing at both of them. Where y'all going out there with them jackets on for? Y'all gonna pass out walking down that railroad track with them leather jackets on.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, Chuck. So I like my years, like those years that you talking about, like 17, 18, it was the Miami Vice era. So Uncle Freezie would be like a little bit of that too. Not totally. You know what I'm saying? I lived by the B-boy code for a little while, and then I was like, yo, chicks, for the most part, chicks don't even like this right here. Chicks like, and I'm saying chicks, this is like with women back then, and maybe still now, want a little bit of this and a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's what they want. Right. They want a dude that's gonna be hardcore thug. You can't mess around with him, but away for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He's an all true man. They want that too. And they want the dude, they also want the dude that can take them out, but also the dude that can cook. Right? They want the dude that's gonna be the life of the party, but also dance with them all night. They want a little bit of all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta be perfect, because when I say a little bit, that's exactly what it is. Just a little bit. Like how you gonna go to the party? Like if you can't dance, why you going to the party?
To dance.
You go to the party to have a good time. Ain't nothing going on but a good time.
Oh.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. You going to the party, but you can't dance. And you ain't got to be Usher.
No.
But if you can master the hell out of that two-step,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And look like you enjoying it, that's the key.
Absolutely. And that's what gave me the appreciation for the South, especially going to the clubs down there. I was like, wait a minute. So y'all pay $15 to stand against the wall? But all the girls on the dance floor.
Hey Chuck, we don't pay $15 to get in the club though, bro. Like even right now, you pay like $8 to get in the club.
Really?
Yeah, if you talk about a party though, like a big theme party, you might pay $20 right now. A big theme party. Like the white party, like once we start that back doing parties and stuff, bro, like real parties, $20. And even then, they were like, well, what we getting for $20? You know what I'm saying?
You be getting in.
Nah, not down here, not in South Click, bro. And in South Click, man, you know what I'm saying? You like, not in South Cac, like you ain't paying $20 to get in no party and just be in. You know what I'm saying? Down here, right now, still $10 is like the standard. And then if you got a lesser known spot, you charging like $8 because you want to make your money up on drinks and all that stuff. Even in 2022, the cover down here is probably like $10. And so I know in New York, it's been like $50 just to get in.
Oh, it's $50. It's $50. Like the only time they ever charged prices like that in the South was like you was trying to go to a party after a concert, or it was the homecoming of whatever college or university that's in that town. Like you can get it. It's $20 on up getting in these clubs.
Right. Like the time KRS came down, it was like a weird back to back. It was like lights, camera, action, Mr. Cheeks. Remember that?
Yes.
Sorry,
Miss Jackson.
Yeah. And so he came down. It was like $20. I went to that. I wasn't really feeling. But then it was like ODB came down, and the best $20 I ever spent until the next weekend. I was like, yo, this is the best $20 I ever spent until the next weekend when KRS-One came down. And KRS-One go see KRS-One. That's all I'm saying. Because KRS-One gonna perform and he gonna talk and he gonna perform. He's like, yo, you notice these suckers? This is how KRS-One talk. These suckers I hear, they don't want to battle. I'm here representing real hip hop. And then he turned around, look at the DJ, and the DJ will play something like Still Number One. And so the DJ will play like Still Number One. And you're like, yo, I forgot Still Number One was even a joint. Right? Because at the time, I was coming in to see Step Into a World Rapture, because that was the joint that was out.
Right.
Killing the radio. Killing it. Murdering the radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so he like, yo, I'm representing real. Chuck, no lie. I looked in my pocket, bro. I went in my pocket. I took a $50 bill, hand to the man. If KRS-One, if you ever talk to KRS-One, you could be like, yo, KRS-One, were you ever in South Carolina and a big ass dude walked up to you and just threw a $50 bill in your chest? And he probably be like, yo, I thought someone was gonna kill me. I took a $50 bill out of my thing, balled it up, and threw it in his chest. And see, I didn't know that was a thing, right? I just threw it straight in his chest. Because you know how the club have like the pool tables and all these things, and I'm just moving people out the way so I can get to them.
Yeah.
And people and bouncers looking all nervous, and I take this $50, I throw it straight in his chest, and the bouncers come over, and I'm like, yo, and they're like, oh, okay, man, we thought, nah, it ain't that. Let me take care of my man. He drove all the way down here, you know what I'm saying? Let me take care of my guy. Do the $50 thing, and he's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But I learned that in Texas, because what happened in Texas, the dope boys I saw the dope boys get up like this dude. He's a little dude. He looked like Cat Williams. He got up. This dude got up, and this dude named Domino was performing. One of the dopest concerts I've ever been to. This dude named Domino in a club. We gonna start this thing off right. Domino's in the house tonight. We gonna start this thing off right. And so Domino performing, and he do this joint that everybody wanted to hear called a Long Beach thing. Ain't nothing shorty, it's a Long Beach thing. Long Beach. You're just repping his city. And he got dudes in Texas saying Long Beach, singing the chorus for him. And these dope boys was just getting up out their chair with their drinks in their hand, like they cups, and they just throwing $100 bills at Domino on stage. It's like the freakiest. I'm like, yo, these dudes is hitting Domino with $100 bills. And at first he's like, oh, what's that? And then he look and he pick it up. He think it's a note. It's $100 bills. And dudes is in line and trying to get up there because that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? The crowd seeing you, the crowd know you got bread because you like going up to the stage and just throwing $100 bills, balled up $100 bills at a performer. So not only is he getting paid by the club, he getting tipped by people in the crowd. Like if the YouTube sensation, the YouTube star Chuck Allen got a joint to come out and he performing and say he performing in Allen, Texas in a little small club, right? Man, the dudes with money gonna walk up to Chuck and throw $100 bills in Chuck's chest. And Chuck like, yo, what the easy, bro? They showing you love. That's how they show you love. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it seemed crazy at first. You're like, yo, they hit me with. And then you look down, it's $100 bills. And you look on the floor, you got 30, 40, 50, $100 bills just balled up. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, this how these dudes show you. I did that to KRS-One, bro. And the dude, everybody looked like. I didn't know at the time. I had loved KRS-One so much that I had did it. Everybody looked at me all weird, and now I think it's a thing down here. Not saying that I'm a trailblazer, but it was a thing in Texas first.
Right.
Chuck, think about that. You performing your joint, and dudes is just like pelting you with $100 bills. Like you got 30, 40, you got 30, 35, 40, 45 $100 bills on the floor. And as you move, you just scooping them up, putting them in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? The dudes walking out there, sticking their chests out like, hit me here, hit me here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, and it drive the ladies crazy. When the ladies know you got about $4,000, $4,500 in your pocket, and know you going to the Waffle House after that. Bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Shout out to the South. Shout out to the Waffle House. Man, I got some Waffle House memories throughout the South. Waffle House. I mean, memories. Shout out to those line cooks, man. Y'all be having to deal with crap sometimes.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, man. Hey, I don't know how I would feel. Because I wouldn't be accustomed to it.
Yeah. Because it seemed crazy.
Go ahead, Soulfinger said. What?
Soulfinger said he saw him 3 times.
It does.
Soulfinger saw him 3 times in San Diego, bro. Hey, I don't know if the Cali cats do that. I know in Texas, that's a real thing, bro. They was throwing $100 bills in a dude's chest. Right? You couldn't do it if you was a baller. If you was throwing 20s up there, he didn't even pick them up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's crazy.
I would feel some kind of way, man. What y'all think? I'm about to twerk something. I ain't throwing money up here for. Stop throwing this money up here.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. The first time I saw it, I thought it was strange. Right? The first time I saw it, I thought it was strange. Right? But then after a while, when dudes is showing you so much love, dudes was getting up doing it 5, 6 times. Dudes, think about that dude throwing dollar bills at you, dudes giving you $600 just because you dope. Do you know how many albums you have to sell to make $600?
Yes.
Crazy,
60.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you perform this one time in front of these dudes, and the thing I liked about Domino that was dope is when these dudes was throwing money, he was like, "Yo, shout out to my man," and my man would come up and he'd hold a mic, and he'd be like, "Yo, it's Disco Dave," or whatever it is. He'll let my man say his name on the mic, and you know what that generates, Chuck? More $100 bills, throw it at your chest.
More money. Yep, because somebody want to talk to the mic. Yep.
At the Domino show. And later on, when you at the Waffle House, when all the chicks is around, Domino gave me his beeper number. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, you come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So nigga said, depending on who it is, they throw herb on the stage.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy.
That I've seen for sure.
Bro, it's crazy. The same thing is, But if that's the case, though, how much herb is it? Is it the same as $100?
Yeah, well, it depends on the herb. It depends. Nah, man. Certain people like they get weed thrown like Currency, Devin the Dude, Red and Meth.
Yeah,
I've definitely seen people throw bud at them. And I'm like, man, throw that bud this way.
Yeah.
I just paid $80 on these tickets.
I saw a dude. No lie. I saw a dude. Um, and I know y'all don't remember this name, but I saw a dude named Akinelli perform one night in Texas. He got so much money thrown at him that a dude was coming through with the broom, like sweeping up in the pile, so my man can pick it up. Akinelli had a song called "Put It in Your Mouth" or something.
Put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
In your mother mouth.
Yeah, he
And
did.
you
Yo, Chuck, he did so many joints. He did all his joints, right? He did all his robbery joints, all the crowd participation joints, and he walked off, and everybody was like going crazy, like more, more. This dude had like 3 piles of money on the stage swept up because for some reason people down south, like if you ask people which one would you prefer, Akinelli or Nas? They're like, I don't know, man. Nah, I don't know. Akinelli. You're right. And so he walking around dapping up his DJ about to leave, and then he was like, yo, y'all want some more? And then the DJ cuts into jigga 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 jigga, and then the intro to that joint right there comes on, and the crap, Chuck. Look, man,
they lose it. They lose it. That's a joint. Like if you ain't never been in the club when they play that.
Right. Lost it, Chuck. Lost it, bro. The club was so But anyways, man. So let me get out of here so I can go talk about some Tom Thibodeau rotations, bro. You know the world won't be the same. Yeah, I know. Tom Thibodeau rotations. Yeah, man. I might get something to eat first. What time is it? It's about 12.
It's almost 12. Me too.
Yeah, I might get something to eat and then go over and do that. Maybe like I'm gonna put the thumbnail out there and then give myself like an hour and a half. So, but yeah, man, yo, Chuck, these conversations be getting longer and longer. But the time be flying, bro.
It does.
We started out with New Jack City, and here we are.
Yes, man. New Jack City. For those who are just joining us, man, hey, we appreciate you coming by. We're about to wrap up. Make sure you watch this on the replay where we talk about how trash of a movie New Jack City is in retrospect. And we talked about the soundtrack and things like that. And we talked about relationships and courtship and hollering. Listen, it's been a blast, Vibrant Ones. This hump day has gone by so smoothly. Getting ready for the weekend. We appreciate you all coming by. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Click all notifications that whenever we upload or go live, you'll know that you can come kick it with us. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Till tomorrow. Peace.
Peace, party people. Ha ha. See you later.